Yo, what's your word? It's your boy Who's 74, and we back again with another session, another review session. Today we're gonna be smoking. Where I'm reviewing One Piece chapter 1122, and I'm quite eager to get into this one. Just like always, based on how we left off from last time alone, I want to see what my man Emmett, ain't that's his name, Emmett, the giant robot, the ancient robot. We want to see what he got up his sleeve. He was finna unleash that whatever it was the Joy Boy gave him that told him use when the time is right. Apparently the time is right because he's facing the Gorosei. The Straw Hats are trying to escape. I got a strong feeling they gonna get away. Everything spells they finna get away. The ancient robot with a trick up his sleeve while they're in their last strive of trying to get away. They're gonna get away. Um, I don't remember if Vegapunk is still running his mouth on that video broadcast or not. But at this point in time, who cares? I'm not even looking forward to that anymore. I don't even think he finna give any more important information outside of what he already gave because he did make it clear that he didn't know everything already. So gist of what he said, sea level rose 200 meters. Ancient weapons were real and they're still around. Two and three, god damn it, what do he say? Three, um, people, well, four things he said. Three, people with the D in their name and getting killed just for having that in their name. And four, you feel me, other races been getting killed just for being the race that they is. Oh, and the One Piece is real. That's everything we need to take from Vegapunk's message. If you were wondering what the fuck we should have got from that, but yeah, let's get into this next chapter. You feel me? We gonna switch the camera view over. If y'all don't know, I do it like this to avoid copyrights while I try to figure out how this YouTube shit like thoroughly works. You feel me? And I do it like this so y'all can see my logo in the back. You feel me? We who's who? 7-4. And if y'all was wondering, shout out to my graphic designer on Instagram, Maddie Erickson. That's Maddie Erickson again, Maddie Erickson. Maddie Erickson. I'm trying to find her. Let's switch back. I don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah, there you go. Maddie Erickson, y'all. Maddie Erickson. Okay, so we start off this wonderful chapter with a new cover spread. Um, Look like we got an accumulation of a bunch of shonen anime characters, and since the only ones that I recognize on here are Luffy, Itadori, and Deku, I'm assuming this is, yeah, and they even say it on here weekly. Yeah, I said on here weekly Shonen Jump. So these are the weekly Shonen Jump animes. It's probably why Boruto isn't on here because Boruto isn't a weekly Shonen Jump. Boruto comes out one chapter per month. All right. And this week's cover spread, cover art will is called Chapter 122. Okay, well, chapter the name of this chapter is The Time is at Hand. The time is at hand. And it says cover request. A certain boy from whatever drew fan art of Smoker 22 years ago. Please recreate it. So Oda did that. He recreated it, I guess. Before we get too deep into it, y'all already know how this go. Kick back, relax, flame up, and review with me. If you ain't got no blunt to smoke on your own, feel free to tap my ass when I put it to the screen. Peer pressure, peer pressure. My lighter not working. Let's get high, baby. And if you find yourself being a child that somehow managed to come across my video, even though you shouldn't find it, please remove yourself from this video. I know this is anime content. For one, you shouldn't be watching One Piece anyway with all the titties and shit going on in here. A little bit more mature, 13 and up. But either so, this is a mature channel for mature anime fans. You feel me? I might not look it. I'm 31 years old, gang. So this page, this channel, is it's not it's not really kid friendly. My page is more so for teenage up. You ain't gonna see no explicit adult content on here. You feel me? But I say teenage up 'cause these little motherfuckers nowadays, 16 and up, trapping, killing, facking, all of that. So I said facking, not ucking, facking. YouTube. So yeah, let's just be real. But let's get to it. Hit that one more time. All right, we're gonna start off with me, so that way I could just show y'all all the good stuff. I don't think we're gonna start off with nothing too soon. So allow me to narrate to you, ugly motherfuckers. Hit the weed. So we get everybody. Is this still Egg Kid? I'm assuming it's Egg Kid. Everybody on Egg Kid, they still looking around wherever the fuck this is at, cause it don't say where it's at like it normally do. But everybody looking at the picture of Vegapunk on a giant screen, um, with a side note that said the times they are changing, and dialect it looks like says the fate of the world depends on pirates. So Vegapunk still talk. No, that's somebody's reacting to what Vegapunk said. They asking like, so you telling me, one of the civilians like, so you telling me the fate of the world depends on the pirates? Like, come on now, really? And we got somebody else saying, hold on a second. What is this madness, Vegapunk? No way will our country sink too. The Navy has to do something. So everybody's in denial. They're either in denial about the whole pirate thing, or they in denial about the whole sea level rise. And then we get the pirates. Some, they just showing us how some of the pirates think it. The world's greatest genius just said it's real. Let's go get it. The One Piece is out there. So the pirates just they got nothing but hyped up even more because it's been confirmed that the One Piece is real. One Piece is real, finally confirmed officially. So now every pirate who initially just thought that shit was a myth and had no interest in it, they interested now. Cause believe it or not, whether you knew it or not, whether they emphasized on it in the series or not, in a world that big where you got so many pirates, everybody didn't just run with that story. Some people literally just thought it was a myth. Roger had probably had haters, people who didn't want to give Rogers his real credit to even acknowledge the fact that he's found it to even say it's real. So then we cut over to it looks like a prison might be impaled Dawn. I don't know, but it's some prisoners and they're screaming from their cells saying it's about time We pirates ran the show. Somebody else screaming raw. The world's gonna sink anyways. Leave some for us. Yeah, the government won't know what hit them. So these fucking heathens, they hyped up now. Yeah, it's definitely Impel Dawn, cause this the Marines and shit in charge, and I know them uniforms. What uniforms am I talking about? I'll let y'all see real quick. Correct me if I'm wrong. Ain't these the Impel Dawn uniforms? Pretty sure these are the Impel Dawn uniforms right here. Let me know if I'm wrong. And then we got a bunch of Navy admirals and vice admirals saying, "How could you, Vegapunk?" The security guards in there. Why are you letting them hear the message? Every snail in the prison is playing it, and we can't stop them. So the guard questioning one of the other guards about why they letting them play that broadcast in the jail. You feel me? And he like, bitch, I can't do nothing about it. Like, it ain't my fault. And then we cut to Sabo. No, that's Cody, who we haven't seen in a while. He's laying in the bed. He's going Luffy's son. He's thinking about Luffy. You feel me? We see him having flashbacks of when him and Luffy first met. And he's questioning Luffy like king of the pirates. But you have to make the world kneel to you. You feel me? Like when Luffy first told him his dream. And he like, don't tell me you're after the One Piece. That's a bad misconception that you would have to make the world kneel to you to become king of the pirates. Wasn't Roger the king of the pirates? Did he ever make the world kneel to him? Where did that come from? And Cody is hyping himself up, telling himself, I have to stop you from achieving your dream. Thinking he gonna stop Luffy from getting the One Piece. Good fucking luck. Unless you whipping out some shit like Galaxy Impact, like we just seen Garp did. Good luck, my man. Gear fifth, you ain't touching. I don't even think you fucking with Gear fourth. Honestly, let's start that, but we ain't gonna get too deep into that. We ain't here to bash Kobe now, but you got some demonstrating to do. I ain't gonna say you got some growing to do, cause we ain't seen your power yet. Before you got caught, well, granted it was Blackbeard that caught him, but you don't think you fucking with him because Luffy used that what's that form of hockey Riro to break out them C cuff things. Nigga, you still got that. You was at Garp had to come get you. You was carrying around that big ass shackle and chain, bro. You could not free yourself. You not fucking with Luffy. Sit down. Why are you dummies calling it my world? Now you don't really want that, right? That's okay. So we cut to Buggy actually now. Buggy in the Cross Guild, and he's saying, "Why are you dummies calling it my world now? You don't really want that, right? Huh?" Chairman Buggy, they questioning, and Buggy telling them it's our world, ain't it? And they like, "Oh shit, Chairman Buggy got a mouthpiece on him, bro. Mouth Buggy got a mouthpiece on him like a motherfucker. He he working the fuck out their ass, bro. Hit the weed, Buggy." Funny than a motherfucker, bro. Clown ass nigga. One moment, my wife just texted me. That's nothing. She sent me a meme, a video. We'll get back to that. Just gotta make sure there ain't nothing too important. You feel me? So yeah, they eating out of Buggy hand. All right, we can switch back now. So as y'all see, they eating out of Buggy's hand, and then we cross over to Davon. What should we do? Teach? We could just kill him. Oh yeah, so they talking about caribou and teach on the snail like caribou and they like Commodore and caribou saying Commodore. I'm sure my information will please you. And Blackbeard saying, "Bring him to me. I'll put him down if he has if his info is a dud." Okay, so Blackbeard saying, "Yeah, just bring him in. You feel me? And if he so called himself wasting my time, and if he so called himself wasting my time, I kill him. You feel me? I kill him myself. Don't even worry about it." Which is totally in line with Blackbeard. Blackbeard just a violent motherfucker for no reason. I don't know why this man's so damn evil and so violent for no reason at all. But he like, yeah, you want to beat her so bad? Come on. Just know you gonna die if it ain't worth my while. And then we cut back to looks like a flashback of the Vegapunk and broadcast, and it's saying that is the truth. Joy Boy, and then boom. So the ancient robot got hit again by Mars. I believe the pig is Mars. So that ended the broadcast right there. Yeah, that ended the broadcast clearly. No more broadcast, and the giant is on his last strings. Did he unleash that attack yet? No. And we got Dorian Bragi screaming, "Iron Giant." Yep, so the transponder snail is officially destroyed and we can see it blowing up. So that's the end of the broadcast and we cut to the Sunny, which is still flying across the air with Gundy behind him. That's Jupiter, right? Saint Jupiter still behind him. Now Horse Geezer is back, do something. So he that's Nasjuro, yeah, that's his name, Nasjuro, Saint Jupiter. He's healed after Atlas blew his shit back. Had his ass looking like Whitebeard after Kino came out the ground on his ass. Difference is he healed. And then so they screaming for Zoro to do something. You feel me? Because Nostro coming and Nami, Usopp, and Chopper some hoes. And Zoro is prepared to do something indeed, as you guys can see. And the ancient robot having this flashback, you know, he's saying, "I'm sorry, Joy Boy." He reminiscing. And Luffy is in the, no, he not reminiscing. He's speaking. He actually speaking. I forget. That's how his dialogue look. He's talking to Luffy. And he's saying, "I'm sorry, Joy Boy." And Luffy like the giant robot. He's like, "Huh?" And the robot saying, "I want to apologize to you too. I knew that there was no chance he would still be alive." And Luffy saying, "Did you mistake me for someone else?" And the robot says, "You just look like him." It was nostalgic. My feelings from that day came rushing back. I hope Joy Boy forgives me. So the robot finally realized that Luffy ain't Joy Boy. He just got caught up in that the way Luffy looked because you know that Zoan fruit makes Luffy look the same way Joy Boy did, which Joy Boy looked like Nika when he was in that form. So they both look like Nika. Take a moment, hit the weed. Let's get back to it. And he's saying, "I failed. This is a wonderful panel of the giant ship with Luffy in the air, the Sunny flying across the sky. We got Peter, the giant fucking worm. We got Nostriro, Saint Mars. I mean Saint Jupiter, and we got Saint Mars." And we see Saturn all in front of the giant robot facing off. Well, this is a wonderful page spread, man. It just look epic. I can only imagine that look in a anime. Then they got all the little mini marine ships around as well. But it just depicts an epic face off. That's it. That's all. And the robot is saying, "I failed to make him king." Whoa, the giant worm is what the people, the giants on the boat are saying. But the robot telling Luffy he failed to make Joy Boy king. And then we get back to the people on the giant boat. They're saying, "This is bad. We're going to sink." And Luffy responds to the robot, "King, what is your name?" And the robot asks Luffy, "What is his name?" And Luffy responds, "I am Monkey D. Luffy. I'm the man who's gonna be the pirate king." And the robot has some type of response to D, and it looks like on this panel where he talking to Luffy and Luffy saying, "My name is Monkey D. Luffy." If y'all can see, it looks like the ancient robot has his hand on his chest. So when we get to this next panel, when after he, kind of reacts to the D in Luffy's name, we can see he's pulling something that has a loop knot tied into it, and when he pulled it, it undid the knot, which you see black light. It says "SWIP" with black lightning coming out of it. You can't take shit like that for granted in One Piece. That black lightning means something. And then when we get to the next page, my yeah, I'm reading ahead, so my theory been confirmed. We see the robot laugh and he say, "Hey Luffy," and then everybody responding. The Marines are getting knocked out. Black lightning is coming from the chest of this damn giant robot. That is exactly what I knew it was. As Luffy responds, "Conqueror's hockey," and the robot tells Luffy, "Thank you. You let me hear that nostalgic rhythm one last time." And he then tells Luffy, "Don't die," as Marines are passing out all around this guy. And they giving us a outspread of fucking Egghead Island, and we see how this lightning is just shooting and going crazy. This some strong Conqueror's hockey. The ocean is disturbed. The sky is disturbed by this Conqueror's hockey. And the giant tells Luffy, "Don't die. I won't let you die." Before we get into this next page, take a moment to hit the blunt because this shit is getting fucking real. On phone them, this shit getting real as hell. So the robot got lightning coming from him like crazy. We still got Marines passing out. Um, the vice admiral, one of the vice admirals, saying, "Is this hockey? This is so strong. Sweating but still standing." So I guess that must mean that them vice admirals got to be strong in their own right. You feel me? But then we get to a next panel of all of the Gorosei members leaping at the giant robot, but the giant robot is like that conqueror's hockey that he released. It's not really an attack as much as it is like a concussive wave, similar to just like the activation of Conqueror's Hockey when Luffy activates his Conqueror Hockey and everybody around him faints, and when Shanks activate his Conqueror Hockey. That's like what it is, that shockwave from the initial Conqueror Hockey activation. This is a flex of Conqueror Hockey. That's all it is. Not actual Conqueror's Hockey, but a flex of it. Not a Conqueror Hockey field attack, but a flex of Conqueror's Hockey, which is enough to actually send all the Gorosei members back to their original forms. And they screaming, "Who's causing it?" Damn. And not only did it send them back to their original form, that shit sent their ass right back to Marie's. What's up with him? Why is he the only Gorosei member that didn't go? Why is that? I'm just now noticing that he was never there. I forgot all about that guy. Why was he the only Gorosei member that didn't go? Why is he being kept a secret? What's up with him and his reveal? Keep that in mind. He has to be the top Gorosei. Like the guy that if he was there, none of that shit would have went down like that. And then we cut to the empty throne room. We see Emu on the ground going, oh ah, hurt than a motherfucker. You feel me? Drop to the knees, hands on the ground. And who the fuck is this in the room with Emu screaming, running to the aid, yelling, "Great Emu!" And Umu's on the floor going huff huff huff, Joy Boy. So you know that hockey very well. It's familiar, but it's that strong that it dropped you to your knees. What's up? So confirmed that Emu is aware of who Joy Boy is. So means Emu is around from 800 years ago because that shot right there is it's also from how strong it was, but at the same time that's fear of like how the fuck you feel me? Is he still around? Like why am I feeling his power? That's you feel me? That's fear so that you know firsthand what that power was like. That's trauma. So the Sunny finally lands because this motherfucking boat been in the air for like, goddamn it, 3 chapters. Shit. One Piece know they know how to drag a few seconds. And Luffy saying, glad to see you guys made it. What happened to those monsters? No idea. They disappeared. Dorian Brocky saying, what in the world? A robot with hockey. How did that make them vanish? And we then cut to Usopp, Jinbei, and Chopper. We did it. We landed safely. Nami's in the background. Are you okay? Sanji screaming, "Are you okay, Nami-san?" Nami saying, "I'm fine," but Atlas and Edison. So then we see it looks like the giant robot is still. I don't know if it's still standing, if it's still active, but we see Saturn back in his human form standing in front of it. He ain't got nothing to say. He just sitting there looking. He tired. He huffing and puffing. He looking confused. And the robot is still conscious because he's having a flashback. Listen up, Emmett. This time is at the time is at hand. The time. So Emmett is talking to Joy Boy. We see somebody sitting down on the thing. Kinda looked like Luffy. Like he just looked like he was a silly motherfucker the way he's sitting up there. The time is at hand. He got a coat like I want to say Rogers, but it looks more like a Shanks type coat. And he got a straw hat on. Definitely, you could tell. I'm gonna gather my most powerful hockey and seal it inside you. You're bound to live much longer than me. I'm not gonna always be around to help. And Emma says, "Oh, that sounds terrible." And Joyboy responds, "At some point, you're gonna be in mortal danger, or someone you want to save will be. When that happens, untie the knot." And Emmett responds, "So when that time is at hand, you'll still be there to help." You know, he asking Joy Boy, you gonna still be around to help? And Joy Boy says, "That's right. Whenever it happens, I'll be saving you from here in the past, just like always." And just how you got that spread of Joy Boy with his hands in the air like that, leaned back, and Emmett, you feel me, standing in front of him, smiling like that. It just kind of give me vibes, and I could tell the Joy Boy was kind of like a free spirit, goofy motherfucker. It looked like he got a peg leg. I don't know, maybe I'm reaching and that's just the way it was drawn. But his right leg looks to be a peg leg. And Joy Boy says, "Hey, that's not gonna happen for ages." And oh, hold on, wait, just like always. And Emmett says, "Hey, that makes me happy, thanks. Now it doesn't matter if you're dead. It will be like you are still with me." And then Joy Boy said, "Hey, that's not gonna happen for ages." Well, it probably happened sooner. And then Emmett says her ages and ages. I hope I don't get lonely. End. I mean, great chapter. Let's talk about it. Joy Boy was strong, you feel me? Because the Gorosei been on a destructive rampage the entire time. Well, they been on a destructive rampage, but also at the same time, they haven't demonstrated anything to me outside of like amazing durability for me to say that they just over threatening force. I mean, they got some crazy durability, like they got with a healing factor like that, bro, and the fact that they don't really take damage. I never seen one of them motherfuckers go ouch, spit out blood, or flinch from no attack. None of that. You feel me? So that's really the biggest thing with them right now. But that simple flex of hockey, Joy Boy said, "I'm gonna see some of my most powerful hockey in you." Joy Boy want nothing to play with if he de-transformed all them Gorosei members and sent them back home sweating. I'm still very curious to know what is up and what's going on with that one Gorosei guy that didn't go with the rest. Why was he still there? How does that summoning work between them? Like, does there have to be an anchor there and back, which is why Saturn still stayed where the fuck he was at and why he had to physically show up there and why the one guy stayed back for them to have an anchor to go back to. It gotta be something down them lines. That's the only thing I could think of, honestly. But what's up to that guy is definitely the girl say leader. It's something to him. He probably got the most vicious form of them all. I gotta do some research on him. I'm gonna be looking at a couple of you YouTubers videos because y'all, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all gonna be speaking on it and talking about it after this chapter. Anyway, I've been away from y'all channels because I've been waiting to do this review to actually see the chapter. I ain't want to get spoiled from anything, so yeah, there's a lot of theories that we're gonna have to look into, and I'm gonna make up of my own, and maybe next week on the next chapter, because it don't say there's going to be no break, I can present some of my theories, and or maybe I make a separate video if I get the time. I know I say that a lot, but I don't get the time on my hand right now. My son get a little bit older, I have a little bit more free time. He just 3 months right now. But yeah, that's it. I get a chapter a 8.5 out of no, I give it a 9 out of 10. It was a good chapter. We got a little Joy Boy revealed. I kind of got a lot about Joy Boy's personality based on that little silhouetted flashback. He's a lot like Luffy. He seemed like he got like either a Luffy like, Shanks like, Rogers like personality. If that makes sense, y'all know what I'm talking about. Based on what he was, how he was talking and Emmett's reaction with him, you could tell. Emmett was not timid around him at all, and it looked like he had a peg leg. I'm sorry, that looked like a peg leg to me, gang. Um, but other than that, I mean, tune in with me next week when the next chapter come out. Y'all check out some of my videos on the page. You feel me? I just dropped some new one My Hero Ultra Rumble video, gameplay videos on there. Y'all can check those out. Till next time, who's who 74. Stay high.